The Golden State Warriors are making moves this offseason, but not just for the next season. There's something bigger brewing in the background. A move that could set the stage for a Giannis Antetokounmpo blockbuster. If you thought the Warriors trade talks couldn't get any juicier, buckle up. We're diving into the Jonathan Kuminga saga, why the Warriors are holding out for top dollar, and how this could be the key to landing the Greek Freak. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our NBA breakdowns. Let's get into it. Jonathan Kuminga. The name's been on everyone's lips this offseason. A former 7th overall pick, Kuminga's potential has kept NBA fans and analysts on edge, wondering what's next for the young star. But let's get this straight. The Warriors have no easy decision ahead of them. Kuminga's looking for a big payday, $30 million annually, to be exact. But with the Warriors in a bit of a cap bind, the question is, will they pay up, or will they look to flip him for something bigger? Let's set the stage. As a restricted free agent, Kuminga is technically available to other teams. But there's a catch. No one's got the cap space to offer him a deal that big. Enter the Phoenix Suns and Sacramento Kings, who are reportedly interested in a sign-and-trade for the 20-year-old forward. The Warriors, however, have been resistant to this idea for a couple of major reasons. First off, a sign-and-trade deal would hard cap the Warriors. This means they'd be stuck with a set limit on their spending, dramatically restricting their ability to make moves the rest of the season. The Warriors, being the savvy franchise they are, aren't willing to tie their hands just yet. Secondly, there's the bigger picture, a Giannis Antetokounmpo trade. You heard that right. The Warriors are holding out for a big haul for Kuminga, because they're hoping to use him as the centerpiece of a future blockbuster deal. Warriors insider Tim Kawakami even suggests that Kuminga could be the key to getting Giannis in a Golden State uniform. But the Warriors can't just take any offer for Kuminga. They're asking for nothing less than a future unprotected first-round pick in any trade. Especially if it involves the Sacramento Kings. Why? Well, in theory, that first-round pick could be flipped in a potential trade for Giannis down the line. The logic makes sense. If the Warriors can stack assets now, they'll be in a better position to make a move when Giannis becomes available. But wait a second. How realistic is this move? Could the Warriors really pull off a Giannis trade? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Is this all part of their master plan, or are they setting themselves up for a letdown? Now, let's dive deeper into the Kuminga situation. At this point, it's clear the Warriors are playing a waiting game. Why? Well, because Coach Steve Kerr hasn't exactly been sold on Kuminga's fit in the rotation. And with the young forward entering the final year of his contract, there's a risk that his stock could drop even further if he returns to Golden State. But here's the problem. Kuminga's value is stuck in limbo. If he were playing at a higher level, teams would have cleared the cap space to swoop in with a solid offer. But since that hasn't happened, it's created a stalemate where the Warriors are now holding out for the most they can get for him. Golden State's bold request for an unprotected first-round pick from the Kings is just one example of their strategy. If the Warriors were to trade for a player like Malik Monk, they'd have to include one of their own players, like Buddy Hield or Moses Moody, to avoid stepping into the luxury tax apron. Asking for a first-round pick is the Warriors' way of saying, this is what it's going to cost to get Kuminga off our hands. So what's next for Kuminga? Well, there's the possibility that he returns on a one-year qualifying offer. This would essentially give him a no-trade clause, meaning he'd stay with the Warriors for a season, but wouldn't have any chance of getting moved unless he agrees to it. It's a risky move for both sides. Kuminga doesn't get the big payday he wants, and the Warriors might miss out on the future assets they were hoping for. What do you think? Should the Warriors stick with Kuminga for another year? Or is it time to trade him and move forward with a potential Giannis deal? Drop your thoughts below. We want to hear from you. In the end, the Warriors are playing a game of chess. Holding on to Kuminga for now could give them the assets they need for a Giannis trade down the line. But if they hold out too long, they risk losing leverage. The next trade might not just be about Kuminga. It could lay the foundation for the Warriors' future, one that could feature none other than the Greek Freak himself. So, what's the takeaway? The Warriors are betting big. They're asking for the world right now, and if they can pull it off, we might just see Giannis wearing blue and gold in the near future. Stay tuned, because things are about to get even more interesting in Golden State. Like, subscribe, and share this video if you think the Warriors are making the right move, or if you think they're about to get burned. Keep it locked here for more NBA breakdowns, and we'll catch you next time.